G'day, welcome back to my channel. Well, there's absolute chaos here around me, as you can see. Just stuff everywhere. I do have the workbench cleared, but I can't do my normal workbench and new kits. So instead of having a wank, I'm going to do a situation hobby room in transit. Yep, I'm going to basically talk about my shit. Yeah, why the hell did I move to the big smoke? I don't know. Yep, a few weeks ago I packed up on the farm on the Sunshine Coast there, and I had an opportunity to move to Brisbane, and it all seemed like a good idea at the time, and hopefully it will turn out to be that way. But anyhow, this is where we are. City noise. Yes, you're not going to hear nice birds and cows and anything. Jets. And in my bedroom, on the ceiling, I have elephants. Yes, I don't know how it is that somehow my bedroom seems to basically intersect with at least 4 other of the units here, and basically I think they all take it in rosters to run around on the roof and keep me up all night. Yeah, on the farm I used to wake up at sunrise, 5 a.m, and I would go to bed 9, 10 o'clock the latest. That was it. Country life, clean living. In the city, yeah, they're up all fucking night. I mean, I've had no sleep for 2 weeks, so there haven't been any updates. I haven't built a thing. I did fiddle around with something at Hobby Club. Yes, I did start a new kit. Yeah, just before I left the Sunshine Coast, there was a group of guys left over from a hobby group I used to go to, which was at the Nambour hobby shop there. Dwayne used to have that. Go on, Dwayne, if you're watching. Anyhow, that shut down, and Hobby World, which kind of was involved in it, was all kind of closed down. They decided it wasn't worth doing, and Dwayne wasn't very well, and the whole thing just stopped. So the club stopped. But the remnants of it sort of came together, and we used to go to a Friday night sort of get together up on the hinterland, the Sushi Place. Yeah? Sushi, yes. That used to be great. Yes, that was really good. Yes, all Dion and the crowd there, they used to feed us sushi and give us lovely coffees and cakes and things, and that was a great hobby club, that was, yes. I got plenty of waistline from that one. But anyhow, the other guys are sort of all grouped together, especially after the Sushi Place closed down, sadly. Yes, kamikaze. That was sad. But anyhow, they got together and they were in a place, Rosehaven, Rosemount, Rose somewhere, some rosy place. And I kept saying, yeah, I'll come over. And I never did. So the last week, birds. Actually, we do get kookaburras here occasionally. Saturday morning, I was actually woken by a rouse of kookaburras at dawn. Yeah. You also get plumbing. That's somebody pissing in the flat upstairs. Yes, the joyful sounds of the city. Where was I? Anyhow, so look, this hobby club at Rose Place. And this was I've been asked to go. They said, look, you're leaving the coast, you've got to at least attend one of these hobby clubs. So I did. I rocked along there, and I took along a Tamiya bloody Cooper Wagon, which I had in the stash, which I've been looking forward to building. And so I thought I'll make that one of the kits that I build, so that after the Tamiya bashing, although it really wasn't in the last video, I was really just doing comparison, and I was giving favour where favour was due and criticism where criticism was due. But a lot of you seem to get very upset. Fuck yeah. Where was I? So, okay, I'm at Stefan's place. G'day, Stefan. And I'm there and I'm building the Cooper Wagon, and that's great. That's really good. And I've got the rule this year, if you watch my videos, there's supposed to be no new kits. So one of the reasons for this whole move to Brisbane was that this unit was going to be fairly inexpensive, and I wouldn't be able to need to use my car driving back and forth the Sunshine Coast. I'd be able to literally put it in the garage and use public transport. That hasn't quite worked out, but we'll talk about that another day. Anyhow, what was I talking about? I get lost all the time. Anyhow, one of my rules was no new kits, because I wanted to save money. I wanted to save money and save up and buy myself my own little place, buy a little cottage in the country or something like that, and not have to go down this renting cycle. Because in Australia, the renting cycle is a nightmare with places sold out from underneath you. Haven't we teaching? And landlords basically having their own fiefdom and, treating you like shit. It's really horrible renting, it really is. But it works out that I can save a lot of money. And the theory was in 2 years, I'd have enough deposit to go and buy a place of my own. So that was the plan. That was the plan, is to put up with the shit of the city, hence the name of the video, and knuckle down for a couple of years. Got enough kits in the stash. Now the reason I'm waffling around and getting to this, and you've probably tuned out by now, so you're not even watching. I do waffle. This is what I do. It's called yarning in Australia, We tell big yarns. We go around in circles and we waffle on and talk about stuff, and it's called yarning. It's what we do. Get over it. So no new kits. And there we were doing this, and it was a confined thing, and I built my cool wagon and chat, and there was coffee, and there were chocolate biscuits, and everyone's yakking, and it was good. It was a good night. And then at the end of the night, I had resisted going past the pile of kits that were for sale, But as I walked past, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed a Prix. Yes, it's this one. It's the 148 Airfix Spitfire Reconnaissance Aircraft, PRX Prix. And I'd wanted this for some time. And the guy had it going for like a couple of shekels. I went, well, it's not a new kit technically. He'd written all over the box. It's technically I'm just paying for the night. So I broke my new kits rule, but it's one I really wanted, one that was on my list, and I just snaffled it up. So yes, a lot of you said I couldn't do it, and you're quite right. Basically, I'm trying not to buy brand new kits. Trying not to spend hundreds of dollars on kits. If I can pick up the odd one, and my rule will be, as it had been previously, I have to sell something. So I'm going to sort of go through the stash. That's some of it. I didn't trust the movers to move my stash, so Bernard came over and we boxed everything up and we put it in his vehicle, and he took my entire stash in his great big sort of Bernie wagon, and it's been in storage at his place. But a few of the boxes made my way back here, which he brought to club the other weekend. And while all this was going on, I did take my lamb waffle schlepper, did take that to club, put it in competition. It was received very favourably. A lot of people talking about it, but you don't hear the results for another week. Unfortunately, another month, sorry. It's every month, the club. So you have to wait a month to get results of competition. That's how the club comps work, monthly comps. So I rocked up to this month, February. I put it in January, pretty well straight after the new year. I repaired it, put it in. So February, I'm waiting. Did I win? Did I get a first place at the beginning of the year? That would really cheer me up with everything that's going on. And the competition secretary, I don't know, I think he's dead. He didn't turn up. No explanation was given. So no competition results, no idea. And I just grabbed something out of the stash, not out of the stash actually. I had, in one box, I had a whole lot of my kits are already built, and I'd carefully wrapped them all up in tissue paper. And I just reached into that and grabbed the one out of the top. And this was a box too, the removers were not allowed to take, because after the damage I got last time, the removers breaking and smashing my bloody kits. Not meant to, but removers are movers, they don't understand. So I had a series of plastic containers in my car, which all had compartmented segments, and all the kits were in those little segments, all tissue papered up. Anyhow, I reached into this pile, on top, pulled out whatever came out first, and it just happened to be my Gogglebits. And I thought, oh, that's good. I don't know if that's ever been in a competition. It was the first tank I built when I came back to the hobby, 4 or 5 years ago. So I went, okay. So I took that along, put it on the table, and that got quite a big response. A lot of people really liked it, and I know a few people voted for it because they told me. So you never know, I might get a place with that, which is interesting because it's just a kit I plucked out of my ass and chucked on the table. So there you go. So that's the state of things there. Anyhow, my stash is basically, well, some of it's here. Bernard bought some of it to take home in the car on hobby night last Saturday. The rest of it still at his place. I realised the compressor and my spray booth at his place. I can't do anything. Most of my kits are still boxed. There's some kits up there. Story behind those is my boxes were in Bernard's car because the idea was to do a quick, put them in his vehicle, let it sit in his driveway for a few days. Once I got here and unpacked and cleared some space, he'd drop on my stash over. Well, this is what my hobby room looked like after all the stuff got in here. Well, I went from a 3-bedroom farmhouse into a 2-bedroom city unit. So yeah, do the math. What was I thinking? So yeah, the upshot of that was the kits stayed in the boxes in his van, in the Bernie wagon. And it rained. It absolutely pissed down. Yeah, it's torrential. And somehow one of the back windows of his canopy managed to pop open and came in and wet a couple of the boxes. Shock horror. I think Bernard was more upset than I was. So he got them out and he dried them all out in his shed and dried the kits out and rang me up or contacted me and said, oh, Harry, I think your kits are all ruined. But they weren't. He checked them. Nothing was ruined. Everything was okay. It was just a little bit of water damage on a couple of boxes. And quite frankly, that's nothing compared to the damage I had last time. So I dropped around his place, and because the boxes that those kits were kept in, the packing boxes were ruined, I grabbed the loose stash, and that's what's up there. That was what we rescued. So that's about it. So that's about all that's out. I've unpacked a couple of little boxes around here, and I've managed to get the workbench out. I'll try and show you some pics of what the new hobby room looks like. And that's the state of game. So that basically is my shit. And there's not much else. I mean, I haven't done any repairs to the Varag. I haven't done anything. I haven't been working on any kits. I've just been packing and cleaning and moving and unpacking and cleaning. I had to go back to the old place, which is a 250 kilometre round trip. So what's that about? I don't know, 150 miles, 150 mile round trip. Had to do that 3 times because real estate, the little real estate girls that run the rental thing, they're so picky, you know. You've got a fingerprint in a mirror, they send you back and you've got to clean the house again. Yeah, that's renting Australia. It absolutely sucks. It sucks balls. And I hope to get out of that renting loop. I mean, the idea here, I'm not technically renting, I'm just staying in a friend's place. So that should be a little less stressful from that aspect. But if I can save the money, if I can just suck this shit and save the money, then I'll buy myself my own cottage. And then I've only got to really pay the back mortgage. So, you know, you've always got somebody who's on top of you. Yep, that's it. There's always some arsehole grinding it down. But we will try to persevere and we will try to get our smile back and we will try and get on top of this. Anyhow, that's the state of things. So, basically, this is Harry's shit. All right? Hooroo. It's goodbye from Australia. Hooroo from Harry Houdini.